I'm back with another at-home workout. Today's video is going to be Pilates Cardio. I decided to do a voiceover this time just so it'd be easier for me to demonstrate the exercises and teach at the same time. And as usual, all you're going to need is your mat. Let's get started. Alright you guys, so we're going to start with a quick warm-up to get our heart rate going. Standing in parallel, we're going to take a nice deep squat, inhale, and exhale, press it up for 10. Making sure those knees are tracking directly over your toes. Nice flat back, shoulders are down. As deep as you can. And we're pulsing for 10 here. And squeeze it up, opening out to a wide V position, toes away, heels together. Inhale, squat it down, and exhale to press it up. I have my arms out to the side for balance here. And I'm pulling my belly button into my spine, squeezing those glutes as I stand it up. And again, as deep as you can manage here, and we're pulsing again for 10. And again, changing positions here. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me. We're going to inhale, step it back, and exhale, squeeze it up, switching legs. Extending those arms out in front of you for a counterbalance. And I'm trying here to almost touch that back knee to the floor. And once we reach 10, we're going to pulse again. Here we go. Good, squeeze it up and switch sides. Excellent. Standing nice and tall, I'm going to change back to the front. And we're going to do our curtsy squats. So I have my opposite hand reaching to the toe in front, stepping my back leg behind. And this is a real glute burner. Trying to keep your chest nice and open here. Eyes gaze forward so that you don't slouch over. From here, going into some high knees, bringing that knee as high as you can, almost touching your elbows there. Starting to engage those abdominals a little bit. Make sure you're still breathing. And next, switching into some jumping jacks. If you are not able to jump here, that's fine. You can modify by just stepping those feet open and closed. Just make sure you can still get that heart rate going. Last 3, and relax. Alright, going into our first of 3 circuits, starting on your mat, sitting down, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, reach those fingertips forward. We're going to exhale, curl it back, and inhale, sit it up nice and tall for 4. Shoulders down. From here, lifting and lowering those arms while keeping your chest at that same height. Trying to keep those feet on the ground as well. You can see mine start to lift off a little bit. Control it as much as possible. And curl it all the way back up. Clasping your hands together, we're going to curl it back down onto your low back. And we're going to rotate right and left. Here I'm really trying to get my elbow all the way down onto that mat. Good, curl it all the way down to your mat. Scoot yourself forward, and we are going to continue on with some bridges, lifting those hips up to the ceiling for 10. Pressing those heels into the floor to activate the hamstrings. Making sure that those legs are nice and parallel, knees tracking over the toes. Not allowing those knees to fall out to the side. Good, last two here. And on our last one, we're going to keep those hips lifted and we're pulsing for 10. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, press those hips right back up. We're going to march those legs up and down to tabletop position, trying to keep those hips as still as possible here. And relax. Quickly transitioning onto your stomach. On your forearms here, you're going to lift those hip bones off the floor, neutral spine, and just reaching one arm out in front of you, switching sides. Should feel your upper back extensors and your abdominals working here. And lower it all the way back down to your mat. Arms are to the side in a T position. Exhale, lift the head and chest off the floor as those palms come to your side body. Pressing your hips into the floor here to protect your low back. Good, reaching those hands out in front like Superman, we're going to swim. Opposite arm as leg is lifting and pulsing quickly like you're in the pool here. Breathing in for 5 and out for 5. Good, relax and go ahead and take a quick break in a child's pose. Pause the video here if you need a quick break or challenge yourself by flipping back around onto your bottom for your second set. Here we go, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, curl the abdominals, lowering yourself onto your low back. Inhale, sitting it up tall for 4. Shoulders down, reaching those arms nice and long. Here we go, arms lift and lower. Trying to keep that chest at the same height. And squeeze it all the way back up to sitting, clasping those hands together. And we're going to do our rotation. Exhale it down, inhale and exhale. Reach it front and lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Transitioning into the bridging series. Feet flat on the floor. Let's exhale those hips up to the ceiling 10 times. Hips pressing up as those abdominals press towards the floor so that you can create a nice straight neutral spine here. Good, on your last one, we're going to pulse those hips. Here we go, pulsing up. Three, 2, 1, and relax it down. Hips go up to the ceiling one more time, we're marching. Again, keeping those hips as still as you can, don't let them drop. Good, relax it down. Quickly flipping onto your stomach. Starting on those forearms, hips lift off the floor. Neutral spine, reaching those arms out in front. Exhale and exhale. Pulling those abdominals in and up. Good. Lower it all the way down to the floor, arms out to a T position. We exhale, press the palms to the side body as we lift. If you're feeling anything in your low back here, any kind of strain, maybe skip this one or go a little bit lower with your chest. Good. Arms reach out front like Superman, and we are swimming. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulders relaxed, reach those hands out as quick as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Rest in the child's pose. Pausing here if you need a break, or challenging yourself by continuing on to the next circuit, flipping onto your hands and knees. We're going to start in a planking position, pressing up and pressing those hips to the ceiling, reaching opposite hand to opposite toe for 10. Breathing, exhale, reach, inhale, lower those hips, making sure you lower those hips all the way back into your plank position. From here, we're going to do some shoulder taps, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, trying to keep those hips as still as you can. Breathing, exhale. Into some mountain climbers, knees to your chest, breathing. Good. Knees down and relax. Flipping over for some tricep presses. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Lift those hips up to the ceiling. And we're going to inhale, bend the elbows, exhale, straighten. Last 2. And hips down, straightening out those legs. Point those fingers to the side. We're going to exhale, press those hips to the ceiling with straight legs here, opening the chest. Make sure that your back here is in a diagonal. Last 2 here. Last one, hold it, and kicking right and left. Exhale. Exhale, keeping those hips as still as you can. And relax it down. Grabbing onto the tops of your knees here, rolling back onto your low back. Inhale, extend the arms and legs to a V position. And exhale, swing it back around to your little ball position. Not allowing that chest to drop, keeping it as high as you can. Inhale and exhale. Bring both hands onto your right knee, extend your left and switch. Exhale, switch, keeping that chest as high as you can once more. Good, hands behind your head and twist, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Good, relax your head down. Good guys, flipping into our second set of this circuit. Back onto your hands and knees, take a breath, and pressing up to your plank, you're going to exhale, reach it back, opposite hand to opposite toe. Exhale, the hips go up, inhale, they lower. Here come your shoulder taps. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Trying to keep those hips as still as possible. Good, into your mountain climbers. Exhaling here as you switch. And relax it down. Transitioning into your tricep dips. Pressing those hips off the floor, fingertips point forward here. We're going to inhale, lower, exhale, lift. If you need to modify here, you can also have your bottom on the ground and just work those triceps pressing back. Lowering the hips down, straightening the legs, fingertips out. We exhale, press the hips up and lower. Opening that chest. Squeezing those glutes. Last two. Hold it up and kick, switching sides. Long neck. Good, last one. And relax it down. Curling on down for our abdominal series. Hands on top of your knees. Inhale V, exhale curl. Nice long neck, no tension there. Imagine you have a ball under your chin and you're not going to squish it. And single leg stretch coming up. Hands to your right knee and left leg straightens and switch. Exhale, switch. Hands behind your head for crisscross. Opposite elbow to knee and rotate. And relax the head. Coming into our last circuit here, transitioning so you're lying onto your left side. Legs are out straight. Supporting your head with your bottom arm. Gonna exhale, lift both legs to the ceiling, using those obliques on the top there. Transitioning up onto the bottom elbow, hands are going to go behind your head. Top leg is lifting here. We exhale, swing it back, bend it through, and inhale front. Side kick. Trying to keep those abdominals nice and stable here, holding your balance. Good, and reverse the direction of your leg. And place it down. Coming up onto that bottom forearm, top leg is bent over the bottom here. I'm gonna exhale, lift and lower my hips to work those obliques. Transitioning into some push-ups here, onto your hands and knees. And we're going to start actually in a downward dog position, pressing those hips to the ceiling. Inhale, press the hips forward, down, push it up, exhale back. And my push-ups, you guys, are not the best, so don't judge me, but we need to work on what we're not good at, right? Good, and walk your hands all the way back up so you're standing nice and tall. Here, placing your hands behind your head, we're going to squat it down, lifting one knee and rotating opposite elbow to that knee. Nice. From here, we're going to do a nice squat into a jump, as slow and large as you can, reaching those arms out in front of you, making sure that those knees are still tracking over those toes. Good. Squeeze it up. Quick transition onto your hands and knees. You're going to exhale, lift that right leg in the bent position up to the ceiling. Inhale, tap it down to the floor. Trying to keep your neutral spine here, not letting that low back sway. Good, and pulsing for 10. From here, that knee opens to the side, and inhale, lower. Trying not to shift into the left side here. Make sure both of those hips are square to the floor. Good, and rest it. Here comes our very last set. Transition onto your right side, back down on your mat. And we're exhaling both those legs to the ceiling for 10. Last 2. Good. Coming up onto that bottom elbow, hands behind your head. Top leg lifts. We exhale it back and inhale, bend it through to the front. If you need a little extra support here, you're welcome to have both hands down on the mat to help you keep your balance. Good. Reverse the direction of the leg. And relax it down. Transitioning up onto your forearm. Top leg over bottom. We're lifting those hips to the ceiling. Using those top obliques. Make sure you're not sinking into that bottom shoulder here. Good. Here comes our second set of push-ups. Starting in your downward dog position, we inhale those hips forward, bending those elbows, exhale, push it up and back. If you need a modification here, you can always do push-ups with your knees on the floor. Good. Walk it all the way up to standing. For our squats, hands behind your head. Inhale, bend, exhale, up, adding that knee lifting and rotating, opposite elbow to knee. Really make sure you're breathing here. We're almost there. Here come our jumps. Arms reach forward, inhale down, exhale, press it up. Toe ball heel as you land. Good, and relax. Quick transition onto those hands and knees. This time, left leg is bent, lifting up to the ceiling. Exhale up, inhale lower. Trying not to sink into that low back, belly button presses up to the ceiling. And pulse. Good, place it down. The knee is opening side. Try not to sink into that right side of the hip. And relax it down. We're going to finish with some standing roll downs here. So standing up next to your mat, you're going to exhale, tucking your chin to your chest, rolling your back rounded towards the floor. Reach for those toes. Inhale and exhale, roll up through your spine. 2 times more here. Exhale, chin to chest, reach for those toes, stretching those hamstrings, relaxing those low back muscles, and rolling back up, stacking the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Last one, chin to chest, relax the neck down, inhale at the bottom, and roll it all the way nice and tall back up to standing. So that's today's workout. I hope you enjoyed getting your heart rate up a little bit with some Pilates inspired cardio. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for some more videos.